Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Co-Create Your Life video series. I'm Beck Robbins over here at beckrobbins.com, and you're in the right place if you want the skills and the tools necessary to really manifest into 3D shape and form the things that you desire most. So today we're going to talk about the great power of relationship and how relationship plays a huge fundamental role in the co-creative process. So notice, I call it a co-creative process because of that co-part, that we're supposed to do this in relationship, in togetherness, communally. We are built to actually create as groups, as teams. Strangely, we have this tendency in our society to try to figure out everything on our own. We keep our visions a secret. We try to survive and we don't ask for help. But we're, as light beings of energy, we're actually built to constantly be exchanging energy. And in this flow and this flux and this give and take of energy is how we channel energy into what we're creating. So, for instance, if I am supporting you in your co creative process, even by just paying attention to what you're creating, I'm feeding that with energy. And that energy flows through me and leaves a void for me to receive energy to feed my creative vision. So, you see, as I'm feeding, I am fed. So everybody wins when we're doing this together. So you can imagine that that's just two people. Imagine if you've got a whole tribe of people creating together and how synergistic that is. So there are a lot of relationships we want to look at and maximize in order to really amp up that flow of energy that's feeding our creative visions. The first one is our relationship with the divine, okay? So with God or whatever you call that, your higher self, this relationship really sets the tone for all our relationships and has to be really healthy. So we want to take a look at it and ask, how is that relationship? Am I feeling good about that relationship? Is there a lot of giving and taking? Is there a lot of good communication and daily interaction going on? And if not, that's a really good place to start. Because through that relating and that energy exchange with the divine on a regular basis, ideally on a moment to moment basis, we're constantly giving and receiving from this pure energy source. And then the next thing we want to look at is our relationship to ourselves, our relationship to all our loved ones. Who is around us and how are they supporting our vision and how are we supporting theirs? Do they know what we're up to? Or are we keeping it a secret? Is there shame around there? Is there negative emotional energy going back and forth? How can we heal those relationships? Because all those things that we exchange with each other, all those thoughts, all those emotions, all those ideas, it's all energy and it's all contagious. So we want to be very aware as to who is in our environment, who we're exchanging energy with, and whether or not that energy is serving our vision. And if it's not, it's our responsibility to change that, to change who we're spending the most amount of time with, or to educate those that we are spending time with as to what we're up to and how we're doing it, i.e., teaching them the co-creative process. One of the most important relationships to have really is a relationship with a mentor, someone who has created what you desire to create so that they can help you avoid the pitfalls and also show you the shortcuts and allow energy to flow more easily that way. And finally, the final relationship you want to do an assessment of is your relationship with your environment. So your environment is like everything else. It's your space, it's your belongings, even things like money. How is your relationship with money? All these relationships are where we flow energy to and from. And we want to make sure that the quality of that energy that we're giving and receiving is in alignment with what we want to create. So that's your homework. Review your relationships and also go on over to my Facebook page. The link is below this in the description. Go over and click like on my page and introduce yourself to me and share with me what your vision is. What are you creating so that I can pay attention to that and I can feed energy to your vision. And at the same time, by you coming and joining me, you're feeding energy to my vision as well. I would love love, love to hear from you. So on that note, have a fabulous day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you at the next video.